So it's almost the end of 2023, and I thought we would take a look at the vision board I made at the beginning of this year and see what came true. It's kind of like a wish, but not really. Right, baby? So, hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I make videos on all types of content, health and fitness, home, lifestyle, cooking. Those are kind of the things I'm interested in. I know, I love you too. Go over here. So, I'm gonna show you the vision board I made and talk about kind of the reasons why I chose those things, and then we'll see like what manifested, what came true. Let's get into it. A hold of my vision board. So it's a little destroyed via Olive. She's over here playing on the board I'm gonna use next. So I'll go ahead and show it to you. So this is what it looks like. You can see it's a very worn. It's been attacked. Several things have been ripped off of it. But let's just go through it and then talk about like what worked, what didn't work. So first on the top left, I had travel. So the little suitcase, travel, Charleston. I've never been. We didn't go to Charleston specifically, but I would say we traveled. And then I had the little I do on here too, just as like a honeymoon reminder. I put that on the board hoping it would happen, and it did. We were able to go to Italy and Croatia for 10 days. So I also wanted to travel, not just for our honeymoon, but just in general, and we really made it happen. We went to Denver, Colorado in January. I went to visit my best friend who's a travel nurse in Seattle, went on our honeymoon, and my best friend and I went to Las Vegas in October for our birthdays. So I would say I got some good traveling in. This little monster is the reason the board is a mess. Thank you. So since she is destroying my board, I'll go ahead. She destroyed this one too. And I think it's so funny. So if you can see it, it's a unicorn and it says new pet. And I just put that on there as a lark. Like my husband kept telling me we already have one cat. We're not getting another cat. There's no way. We're done. We are at capacity. So at the middle of last year, I think, we started feeding a stray cat that turned out to be a girl cat, and she got pregnant. Yes, with you, baby. So Olive is one of 4. We gave away her 3 other siblings, but we decided to keep her. Who wouldn't know? The universe was working overtime for that one. What else is on here? So I have these. We do have logs like this downstairs. It's not so much a manifestation as I just wanted to do something with them. I haven't done anything with them yet, but I also had this on there, which is funny because voila, I have made it. It's like a little plant stand. That worked. So that's like what, 2 hours of travel, a new pet, this plant stand, which isn't huge, but I like it. Let's see what else is on my vision board. So we have fitness. So at the beginning of 2020, I was still working out, but I was not motivated. I didn't have really any goals, but my mom and I signed up for the Triple Peach Race series with the Atlanta Track Club, which is the Peachtree Road Race on the 4th of July, a 10-miler race in October, and it ends with the Thanksgiving half marathon. I would say that was a success because I have been running. I've ran like probably between 15 and 20 miles a week for the past couple months. So I think that counts as fitness, as also lifting weights. So at the bottom, I have joy. I feel like that was more just a reminder for me to be joyful, to find joy in things. Oh, this one's kind of funny. It's actually recently become more important. And the reason that I put it on here is because I have been working from home since 2022, like a lot of people. So I really wanted to start getting in the habit of getting dressed and putting on real clothes, putting more effort into my appearance, putting makeup on, doing my hair, just small things that make me feel better and more confident. And I think that bleeds into a lot of other areas of my life. This is a little early filming, so I'll update if any of these come to fruition by the end of the year. Remember and reflection. So like I just put remember on here just because I wanted to document stuff, which I think I've done a pretty good job at. Obviously I started a YouTube channel, and what better way to document my whole life than this? So I would give this like an A+. Like I think a lot of the things I chose on here are things that you want to manifest. I envision this for myself. How do I get there? Or what does that look like for me? You can't see it, but this said win $5,000. I have not won $5,000 yet, but there's still time. Over here, I have home and new kitchen. We've been in our house for almost 2 years. This year we've been hugely productive. I painted this living room, our kitchen, painted our guest room. I got a bed for our guest room. So it's been a lot of like small home improvements, but because of this recent Veterans Day sale, we were able to buy all new kitchen appliances, and we currently have 30-year-old white kitchen appliances that are not good. Our microwave is being held together with duct tape, and so we were able to get a good deal, and now we will have a like new kitchen. I have flowers. I just wanted to bring more flowers into our life, and that's not like a huge thing that I like manifested or, you know, like envisioned. It's more just I bought more flowers at the grocery store for bouquets. We did a lot of landscaping. We planted a bunch of phlox on the side of our house, a bunch of azaleas in our backyard, some hydrangeas on the front side of our house. So it was a good year for greenery and trees at the Hemela house. The rest of this side is go green, recycling, composting, cutting down on purchases, and just trying to be more thoughtful in the choices that I make and how they impact the world. I put Queen of the World on here because I think it was more just from a self-empowerment place, like a confidence place, like I'm the queen of my own world. So, and then last, this one, identify your joy, then build your life around it. What I've discovered this year, and I think it's always changing. I think you can find joy in something in one season of life, and it can shift as you age or grow or change into new phases. And so for right now, my joy is creating things. I am a huge crafter. I'm a very creative person. So for this past year, it's been me putting effort into my craft shows and making things for my house, and starting this YouTube channel. That's a huge creative endeavor for me that's new. I think that I'll continue that moving forward. I actually might put this on my new vision board because I'm gonna make a new one, and I will link it once it's up. And then lastly, I think this will have to just always be on my vision board until I get it. I wanted, it was down here, I think, one of these hanging chairs. I wanted one so bad. I mean, I still want one. I like these, and I like the hanging like benches that are outside, like porch swings that people have. That didn't happen. I wonder if part of it is because Olive ripped it off, so it wasn't on my board for long enough. The universe didn't know. I hope this inspires you to try and make your own vision board. I mean, this is a pretty small one in my opinion. I think you can go big or small. I would recommend honing in on like your biggest priorities. I think if you have too many things going on, it's hard to focus on them. I think a lot of this takes focus. Obviously, a lot of this stuff takes financial ability. I mean, we couldn't have traveled as much. We couldn't redo our kitchen appliances. We couldn't have adopted another cat if we didn't have the finances to do so. So I'm definitely aware that we are in the situation to make this happen. But I think even if you're not, you can still pick a few things that are important to you to try and manifest the life you want. And I think overall, it's fun to look at like what your thought process was a year ago and kind of who you were, what your expectations were. Because now that we're here, we're at the end of 2022, we're going into 2023. I have so many new goals and visions and dreams and aspirations for the year 2023. And I think that will always be the case. Like every time you reach a milestone, you have a new goal. So it's just kind of fun to take a look back at. I think this will also be fun for me to look at in like 5 years and just see like what was important to me versus like what's important to me then. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and tag me if you make a vision board. Bye.